This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Thursday, the 2nd day of July in the year 2020. I'm Gordon Mosley. Here's what we're tracking tonight. A 34-year-old man from Bartica became Guyana's 14th COVID-19 related death this afternoon. He was identified as businessman Abdul Khan. The father of three passed away in the coronavirus intensive care unit at the Georgetown Hospital, where he was a patient for several days. He was the first confirmed case from the town of Bartica. Khan's death comes less than 24 hours after the Public Health Ministry confirmed the coronavirus-related death of another man who passed away at the same Georgetown Hospital on Monday. He was identified as a 42-year-old resident of Old Boys Town. His name was given as Kevin Ridley. He was referred to the Georgetown Hospital on Monday from another health facility. The number of coronavirus cases in the country has been climbing steadily, especially in the Region 1 and Region 7 areas. Region 1 has more than 70 active cases, making it the new hotspot for the disease. A number of communities in the region are expected to go on a complete lockdown from this weekend. The Public Health Ministry continues to plead with residents and minors in the two communities to follow the health and safety guidelines. Deputy Chief Medical Officer Dr. Karen Boyle.
Fellow Guyanese, yesterday I made a special appeal to our residents in Regions 1 and 7, where over the past 2 to 3 weeks, the number of positive cases has been climbing rapidly. I am pleading with you to stop and spare a thought not only for your safety, but for that of your family, neighbors, and residents in the communities. You need to cooperate fully with the Compliance Division of the Ministry of Natural Resources, the Civil Defense Commission, the Army, and the police, who will be working collaboratively with the Ministry of Public Health to contain the spread of this fatal disease in your communities.
Health officials in the region have also been complaining that the residents have not been taking the disease serious. They are hoping now that with the increase in numbers, the residents will realize that the coronavirus is real, and so too is its threat to the communities and their livelihoods. More news coming up in just a moment.
Hello, boys and girls. As you prepare to write your exams, there are a few things you will have to do each day so that you and those around you can be safe and healthy. Please remember, on the day of your exam, you must wear a mask correctly, covering your mouth and nose before entering the school compound. Wash your hands with soap and water at the entrance of the school at the sink provided for 20 seconds. Paying attention to the palm and back of your hands, between your fingers and their tips. Dry your hands with a clean tissue and dispose in the closed bin nearby. Boys and girls, your temperature will be tested by an official. Then you will go to the designated waiting area with the floor signs and markings clearly visible, standing or sitting 2 meters or 6 feet apart at all times. It is now time to start your exam. The invigilator will direct you to the examination room. All the best. Boys and girls, playing and gathering are not allowed. Parents, the Ministry of Education thanks you for the support you have given the children during the time at home. However, in the interest of everyone's well-being, you will not be allowed to enter the school compound. Parents and guardians, we are counting on your support in picking up the children promptly after their exam. Remember, the Ministry of Education will provide transport for children who are living far away that require that assistance. Please be reminded that vending outside the school's compound is prohibited. Only authorized canteen vendors with a copy of their food handler certificate and wearing a mask, food gloves, apron, hairnet, and a hat will be allowed. Always remember to wear your mask correctly, wash your hands, and stay safe. And let's win the fight against COVID-19. A message from the Ministry of Education.
We all want to stay in touch, right? Now, even more than ever before. So to keep your connection strong, GTT is going 2 for 2. Combine GTT mobile and home internet services and we'll give you 2 gigs of free mobile data each month. With 2 GTT services, you're fully connected at home and on the go. Visit us online at gtt.co.gy/2for2 to learn more and start doing more with 2 for 2 from GTT. Stay safe, stay strong, Guyana. We're in this together.
GBTI is your Guyanese bank, a bank that understands every customer's unique needs, opportunities, challenges, and financial concerns. At GBTI, we see you for you. Whether you're buying a new home or car, planning your next vacation or retirement, saving for your child's future, or whether you're ready to take that bold step of investing in your dream business idea, we are with you every step of the way. We hear your stories and watch you focus on your dreams as we share your aspirations. We are more than just banking. We are a family. We are part of your community. Our commitment extends way beyond the walls of our branches and is demonstrated every day in the opportunities we provide to our individual and business customers. The support, time, and commitment we give back to communities across Guyana to help improve the lives of our Guyanese families. Because we see Guyana through your eyes.
Hi Guyana, it's your boy Kimo Paul here. Reminding you to stay at least 1 meter away from persons or 3 feet to avoid contracting the flu or the COVID-19. It is also important that we stay at home and to avoid gatherings of more than 5 persons. We must all play our part, so let's protect ourselves and our families from COVID-19. We must all play our part. The Ministry of Public Health cannot do this alone. So let's all come together and fight this virus.
For further information, check our website www.health.gov.gy or visit the ministry's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter page.
Welcome back. The Social Protection Ministry is this evening warning citizens about COVID-19 relief scammers. In a statement today, the ministry said it has received reports of persons impersonating its staff and going around to underprivileged communities charging unsuspected citizens to complete application forms for government relief. The scam appears to be happening mostly in the Region 6 communities, where some of the alleged scammers have even set up a makeshift office where people have been going to have forms filled up for them for the relief at a cost. The Social Protection Ministry said it has not authorized anyone to conduct any operation on its behalf, and there is absolutely no charge for submitting an application for the government relief. The ministry reminded that the forms are available on its website, and for persons who might have a difficulty getting the forms filled, they could contact the ministry directly on several toll-free numbers to have the staff assist them. 2 of those numbers are 665-2271 and 615-9990. Again, 665-2271 or 615-9990. Well, President David Granger is confident that the International Court of Justice will rule that it has jurisdiction and will hear the Guyana versus Venezuela border case in full. On Tuesday, the ICJ listened to more than 3 hours of submissions from the Guyana team on the issue of the court having jurisdiction to hear the matter, which was referred to the court by the Secretary General of the United Nations. President Granger told reporters yesterday that it is time to bring finality to the issue so that Guyana can benefit uninterrupted from the resources in the Essequibo region.
The territorial question has been an enormous burden for this country to bear. For the Foreign Service, for the Defense Force, and for the people of this country who have been denied the ability and the opportunity to develop the hinterland for generations to come, who have seen that their maritime resources have been threatened with aggressive actions by our neighbor, the expulsion of unarmed civilian exploration vessels. It is difficult to find any international event or occurrence more important than the territorial question. And we have taken action decisively. I have met Secretary General of the United Nations Ban Ki-moon, Secretary General Antonio Guterres, in order to bring a favorable closure to this territorial issue. And I was very happy that the present Secretary General Antonio Guterres decided to send it to the World Court.
The president also noted that Guyana remains united against the Venezuelan claim, which has been on the country's back for decades.
We have collaborative response by the opposition and the government in representing Guyana's national interest. And yes, money has to be spent. It is not cheap and it is not simple. It is not something for a lawyer who specializes in divorce and landlord and tenant. We had to get the best international lawyers. And yes, money has been spent to employ those lawyers. And I'm very confident in their ability to bring about a solution to this 54-year problem that Guyana's people now and in future will be satisfied with.
Guyana is seeking to obtain a final and binding judgment from the court that the 1899 arbitral award, which established the location of the land boundary between then British Guyana and Venezuela, remains valid and binding, and that Guyana's Essequibo region belongs to Guyana and not Venezuela. Under the United Nations Charter and the court's own rules, its final judgments, both on jurisdiction and the merits of the case, will be legally binding on Guyana and Venezuela. The National Grade 6 assessment examinations wrapped up this afternoon around the country, leaving the students, parents and teachers breathing a sigh of relief. The Education Ministry has reported that 95% of the 14,730 students who were listed to write the examinations turned up and completed the exams while dealing with the strict COVID-19 measures. Because of the national measures, students were seated 6 feet apart and had to be wearing face masks while in the school compound. The 2 days of examinations took place in 395 centers across the country. The Education Ministry also revealed today that in many schools across Georgetown and its environs, the turnout rate was 100%. Those students who did not write the exams will be placed at the closest non-grade A school to their homes. In a statement this afternoon, the Ministry of Education said it is satisfied with the attendance of pupils and recognizes the support given by teachers, parents, and guardians to make the process work to have the exams administered under the safest and strictest conditions to ensure everyone's well-being. It added that the same level of support is expected for the administering of the CXC examinations from the 13th of July. In his first address as the new acting chief of staff of the Guyana Defense Force, Brigadier Godfrey Bass today encouraged his officers and ranks to maintain professionalism and to do so at an extraordinarily high level, especially during the current political situation in the country. Bass, who took office yesterday as Chief of Staff Patrick West headed off on pre-retirement leave, said the Guyana Defense Force is going to continue to perform its duty and functions in a professional manner.
Now more than ever, given the current political, economic and social factor, and at a time when no country is immune from the COVID-19 pandemic, we must strive for excellence, show strength, resilience, and extraordinary high level of professionalism in the execution of our duty. We must protect our citizens and defend the country against all enemies. As servicemen and women of the Guyana Defense Force, I wish to underscore our purpose and services to the nation. We are the guardians of the country's national patrimony. I urge you to continue to be alert and not compromise your integrity and professionalism. Avoid deviant behaviors that will bring this organization into disrepute.
Brigadier Bass also noted that the GDF will continue to improve its training programs because training is central to military service.
It is critical for ensuring the accomplishment of military missions, for improving operational successes, for enhancing physical fortitude. Training will continue to equip us all with the required skill sets and provide operational readiness. Further, it helps our organization to remain current and relevant in any given situation. It improves the social and human capital. As such, even during challenging times, training will continue to ensure the strategic growth of the force, resulting in excellent standards, high level of discipline, and increased troop morale.
On the issue of securing Guyana's borders, the Chief of Staff said that will remain a top priority.
I will continue to lead the officers and ranks towards effective transformation within the force. I will continue to represent the force at Guyana Defense Board in order to ensure that we are provided with the necessary resources for both the regular and reserve forces to achieve their mission. More importantly, I will engage elements and instruments of national power to protect Guyana's territory and to ensure the safety of its citizens. The Guyana Defense Force now has greater national reach and responsiveness. Physical infrastructure and equipment will continue to improve for the combat units, combat support units, and combat service support units. Further, the force will continue to build on its strong civil-military relations, which is the core of democracy.
Brigadier Bass joined the Guyana Defense Force back in 1990 and worked his way up to his current position. His appointment was made by President David Granger following meetings with the National Defense Board. Across the Region is coming up next.
They've made a positive impact on the heavy-duty transportation industry in Guyana since they've arrived. Guyanese are amazed at their power, durability, efficiency, and superior handling capabilities. These are brand new trucks, manufactured in partnership with German, Italian, and French companies. They have a powerful reputation for operating under very adverse Guyanese conditions and come with full after-sales service and spare parts. They're the most sought-after trucks today, with over 500 units in Guyana, and they're available in over 100 countries, including South America and the Caribbean. Be smart. Buy brand new ST Howa trucks today. Call 608-4998 and arrange for an inspection at ST Truck Guyana Incorporated, Block B, Public Road, Covenant, East Bank, Demerara.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right. Walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
The following is an important message from the Ministry of Public Health. Getting your workplace ready for COVID-19. Surfaces such as desks, tables, and telephones with keyboards must be wiped with disinfectant regularly, or at least every few hours. Use containers of hand sanitizers and place them in prominent places around the workplace. Provide access to places where staff can wash their hands with soap and water, and promote regular hand washing at the workplace. The Ministry of Public Health has a hotline to provide information on the coronavirus. Members of the public can call 227-4986 or 624-3067.
Across the region right now, the government of Cuba has announced that it will be easing a pandemic lockdown on Havana from this Friday, while most of the rest of the country will move to phase 2 of a 3-phase process towards normalization. The capital's 2.2 million residents will once more be able to move around on public and private transport, go to the beach and other recreation centers, and enjoy a seaside drive just in time for the summer break. They can also dine and have a drink, although social distancing and wearing masks remain mandatory. Optional medical and other services will also resume. Only a handful of COVID-19 cases were reported in Cuba last month, all but a few in Havana. Most of the Caribbean island, home to 11.2 million inhabitants, has been free of the disease for more than 1 month. While it's good news in Cuba, it's another story in Haiti. Haiti has become the first CARICOM state to pass the 6,000 mark, as the French-speaking country recorded 65 new cases of the coronavirus over the past 24 hours. While the figure appears to give the impression that the country was recording fewer cases of the virus in recent weeks, the Ministry of Public Health said that 2 more deaths were recorded, pushing the total number of deaths from the coronavirus in Haiti to 107. The Public Health Ministry there said since the first case of the virus was recorded on March 19, Haiti now has 6,040 cases, with the majority being men. Prior to today's figures, Haiti had recorded 42 cases on Tuesday, and the ministry said that there are now 4,901 active cases across Haiti. And finally tonight, international news. The UK High Court has ruled against the Venezuelan government in a legal battle over access to $1 billion of gold stored in the Bank of England. The court said the UK had unequivocally recognized the opposition leader Juan Guaido as the president, rather than President Nicolas Maduro. The ruling comes after the government launched legal action against the bank to try to force it to release the gold. It is a severe blow to Mr. Maduro's cash-strapped administration. Lawyers for the Maduro-controlled Venezuelan central Bank, which brought the case, said they would appeal against the judgment. The gold is being retained by the Bank of England following British and US sanctions on Mr. Maduro's government. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.